Jai Hind everyone, my name is Dr. Divya Bharti. Today I am going to discuss transient circuit analysis with subject network analysis and synthesis. Subject code is KC303. So these are the contents for the today's discussion. We will see the transient response of RL circuit through the classical method, then how to solve the RL circuit, then transient response of RC circuit with the classical method. So these topics will be covered today, and we will see some of the examples also. So earlier we had discussed transient response, and we had solved some of the numerical problem also. There was circuit in which inductor or capacitor was there and some initial condition was involved. Okay, so we had done that. So today we will see the transient response of RL circuit with the classical method. So here series RL network has been considered. Okay, so as we know, there will be switching condition, and that causes the transient. Okay, position of switch is being changed and the time elapsed between that is the transient, and then we receive the steady value. Okay, that is the steady state response, and the transient response plus a steady state response. This is the complete response of the network. So here today we will see the transient response of the RL network. Here RL series circuit has been considered. Switch is open and at time t equal to 0 switch is closed. Okay, the inductor in the circuit was initially unenergized or de-energized. Okay, so the inductor that is present in the network here, it was in the condition that here it was, this inductor was unenergized or de-energized. So if we apply KVL for t greater than 0, we can write the KVL equation as V minus Ri minus L di by dt equal to 0. This is the linear differential equation of the first order. So we can easily solve it. Okay, how to solve this? V minus Ri into dt equal to L into di. Okay, so we have simplified this equation. So now if we integrate this, okay, so if we integrate this both side, so L di divided by V minus Ri equal to dt. Okay, so now if we integrate, we will be having minus L by R V minus R into I. Okay, ln, this is ln, okay, ln V minus Ri equal to t, and there will be integration constant, that is the k, minus L by R ln V minus Ri equal to t plus k. Here ln denotes the logarithm. Ln means log base e. Okay, and k is the arbitrary constant. So this k need to be evaluated, and this k will be evaluated from the initial condition. We had discussed earlier this. So in this circuit, switch is closed at t equal to 0. Okay, that is just before switching, it is mentioned that inductor was de-energized or unenergized. Okay, so there was no current. Okay, since the inductor does not allow the sudden change of current. Okay, so that means just after t equal to 0 plus, okay, or just at the t equal to 0 plus, that means just after switching. Okay, so there will be no current because initially inductor was de-energized and inductor does not allow the sudden change of current. Okay, so this k is 0. Okay, so now at t equal to 0, I is 0. So now we can simply write this equation minus L by R ln V minus Ri. This can be written as minus L by R ln V, because I is 0, equal to k. Okay, we can write this as k. So now we will be having this k minus L by R ln V minus of V minus Ri. Okay, equal to t minus, now we are having the value of k, and value of k is minus L by R ln V. So we had put that. So minus L by R ln of V minus Ri minus ln of V equal to t. Okay, so by using the logarithmic property, we can Now write this as ln v minus ri divided by v equal to this minus L by R will come in the right hand side and it will be minus R by L into T. Okay. So now simply we can write this as V minus Ri by V equal to e to the power minus R by L into T. Okay. So it will be now V minus this V will be multiplied. So V minus Ri equal to V into e to the power minus R by L into T, or Ri simply we can write this as R into I equal to V minus V e to the power minus R by L into T. Okay. So now I will be V by R 1 minus e to the power minus R by L into T. Okay. For T greater than 0. The complete response. Okay. This is the complete response and we can see there are two parts. Okay. So V by R and minus V by R into e to the power minus R by L into T. So the steady state response or forced response or zero state response. The complete response here are having two parts, the steady state response or forced response and zero state response, that is the VR, and transient response or the natural response, okay, or the zero response is the V by R e to the power minus R by L into T. So this is the steady state response. Okay, this part is the steady state response. Okay, steady state response or forced response or zero state response is V by R, and transient response, that is V by R e to the power minus R by L into T, that is the transient response or the natural response or zero input response. Okay. So now the natural response is a characteristics of the circuit. Its form may be found by considering the source free circuit. Okay. So in just before switching, okay, so suppose switch was open, okay, then that means there was no source connected to the network elements. So that is the source free circuit. So the natural response is a characteristics of the circuit and its form may be found by considering the source free circuit. The forced response has the characteristics of forcing function, that is the applied source voltage has been there. So that is by the applied voltage. Thus when the switch is closed, the response reaches the steady state value, and after some time interval that is shown below here, transient period is defined as the time taken for the current to reach its final value or to the steady value from the initial values. Okay, so this is the current response of the series RL circuit. Okay, so the equation was V by R. Okay, so this was the equation V by R. So V by R minus V by R e to the power minus R by L into T. Okay, so we had written this as V by R 1 minus e to the power minus R by L into T. Okay, so here the term L by R, because here exponential to the power R by L is involved. So the term L by R is known as the time constant and it is denoted by T. So at one time constant, if we take this R by L as 1, L by R as 1. Okay, that means if we assume T as 1, that means value of L by R is 1. So for that, okay, so if we take this as, so we will write this as I equal to V by R e to the power, we will write this I equal to V by R 1 minus e to the power minus T by T. Okay, T by T. Sometimes we write this T time constant as tau also. So V by R e to the power minus T by tau or T by T. So if time is equal to the time constant, that means we will be having V by R, okay, V by R 1 minus e to the power minus 1. Okay, so it will be this v by r minus v by r into e to the power minus 1. So v by r and e to the power minus 1 is 0.368. So it will be, finally we will be having current as 0.632 into v by r. Okay, so this is the value for one time constant. Okay, this is the value of the current for one time constant. That means the current will reach, okay, v by r is the final value, as we had seen, this is the final value. So at one time constant, that means when time is equal to the time constant, then current will reach 63.2% of the final value. Okay, so this is 63.2% of the v by r. So in one time constant, current will reach 63.2% of the final value. So when we take two time constant, so it will be 0.865 into v by r. Okay, if we take three time constants, it will be 0.95 into v by r. Okay, and if we take 5 time constant, the value will be 0.993 into v by r. So after 5 time constant, the current reaches 99.33% of the final value. So the voltage across the capacitor, voltage across the, here this is the 99.33% of the final value after 5 time constant. So the value across the capacitor, the voltage across the resistor is VR equal to R into I. So R into I, instead of I, what we had written, V by R into 1 minus e to the power minus R by L into T. Okay, so it will be V into 1 minus e to the power minus R by L into T when T is greater than 0. So this is the voltage across the resistor. Similarly, voltage across the inductor will be VL d by dt of IT, and we had calculated this I. Okay, it is V by R, this value. So after solving this, we are having voltage across the inductor as V into e to the power minus R by L into T for T greater than 0. So here voltage response, see here, see this is the voltage, this plot, this is the voltage across the resistor. Okay, and this is because V 1 minus e to the power minus R by L into T, and this is the voltage across the inductor. So this is the plot for the voltage response in the series RL circuit. So these are the steps. That first we will write the homogeneous equation, okay, for RL network, that will be in the form of d by dt of I plus constant into I equal to 0. So now we will solve that equation, okay, by differential equation method, and after solving, the value of the k will be obtained according to the given condition. Okay, according to the given circuit condition, we will calculate the integration constant k, and then second is the consider a non-homogeneous equation. Okay, here d by dt plus pi equal to q. Here in this non-homogeneous equation, p and q are the constant, and that may be function of independent variable t or a constant. Okay, so now we will solve this non-homogeneous equation as it equal to this e to the power minus pt integration q e to the power pt dt k e to the power minus pt. Okay, we will find out the integrating factor as we had learned in the our engineering mathematics. We will solve this, and value of k will be calculated by putting the condition. Okay, by putting the circuit condition at t equal to 0, we will find the value of the constant. So this is the example. So here what is given, that in the network, switch was initially at position 1. Two positions are marked here. Switch was initially at position 1, and on a steady state having reached, the switch position has been changed to position 2. From 1 to 2, position has been changed. Now find the current IT. So at t equal to 0 minus, this is the condition. Okay, so now since network has attained steady state condition, the inductor will behave as the short circuit, because before switching to position 2, circuit was reached in the steady state condition. That means inductor will behave as the short circuit. So if inductor will behave as short circuited, see, this is the switch position and it will be shorted. Okay, so now this resistance R2 will not be connected into the network. So simple, this current I can be calculated as V by R1. So V by R1, this will be the initial value of the current. Okay, so I0 minus or I0 plus will be same, because inductor does not allow the sudden change in the current. So I0 minus will be V by R1 and same will be the I0 plus. Okay, so now for t greater than 0, when switch position has been changed to position from 1 to 2. Okay, so this will be the condition now. Okay, so R1, R2. Now since inductor was in steady state, so now inductor will behave at the current source with value V by R1. Okay, so now we will write the KVL equation for this network. It will be R2 into I minus R1 into I minus L d by dt of I equal to 0. Okay, so now d by dt plus R1 plus R2 by L into I equal to 0. So now we will solve this differential equation. Okay, so this is the homogeneous equation. So here P is the R1 plus R2 by L. So solution of this will be given as IT equal to K into e to the power minus PT. So we will put the value of P as R1 plus R2 by L. Now we need to calculate the value of this constant K. Okay, so at t equal to 0, current is V by R1. So we will put t equal to 0 in this equation. Okay, so current is V by R1. V by R1 equal to K e to the power 0. So it will be K as V by R1. So now we will write the complete solution. Okay, IT will be, because we had calculated the value of K as V by R1. So V by R1 into e to the power minus R1 plus R2 divided by L into T. So this is the complete solution for t greater than 0. So this is the second example. Here also network was under the steady state condition when switch was at position 1. At t equal to 0, switch is moved to position 2, and then what will be the value of the current IT. In the similar way, we can find out the value, because when switch was at this position. Okay, so this 10 volt source is not having any significance. Okay, and this inductor will behave as the short circuited in the steady state condition. So value of the current will be 50 divided by 40. Okay, so this is the I0 minus, and same value will be for the just after switching, because inductor does not allow the sudden change in the current. So I0 minus is equal to I0 plus. Now again we will draw this for t greater than 0 when switch position is at 2. So now 50 volt source will be out of network and 10 volt source will be involved. So 10 volt, 40 ohm resistor, and this 20 millihenry inductor is there in the network. So now this is the initial current. So now we will write the KVL equation. So 40I, okay, 40I plus 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 d by dt of I minus 10 equal to 0. We had written this. Now this is the non-homogeneous equation. So now P is 2000, Q is 500. So now we will solve this. Okay, so e to the power minus pt q d, this is the solution of this type of homogeneous non-homogeneous equation. So we are having the value of P and Q. So we will put that value, and now our target is only to calculate the value of K. So now we will put the initial condition in this same network. If we put the initial condition, that means at t equal to 0, current is 1.25. So 1.25 equal to 0.25 plus k. Here if we put the value of t as 0, okay, so here k is 1. So complete solution is it equal to 0.25 plus 1, that means k is 1 into e to the power minus 2000 into t for t greater than 0. So now today's last topic is to transient response in RC circuit. So consider a series RC network as shown in this diagram. So switch is closed at a time t equal to 0. Okay, switch is closed at t equal to 0 and it is given that capacitor was initially uncharged. Okay, so there was no charge across the capacitor. So that means when switch is closed for t greater than 0, we will write the equation. Okay, so because for t equal to t0 minus, there is no condition, okay, because capacitor was uncharged. So now we will write the KVL equation for t greater than 0. So it will be V minus R into IT minus 1 by C I dt equal to 0. So this is the equation, V minus Ri minus 1 by C integration I dt, and integration will be from 0 to t. So it is 0. So now we will differentiate, since integration part is there, okay, differential term is not involved. So now to solve that, we will differentiate the equation first. So V is the constant, okay, so minus R d by dt of I minus I by C equal to 0. So di by dt plus 1 by RC into I equal to 0. So this is the linear differential equation of first order. di by d equal to minus dt by RC. Now we will integrate this both side. So this will be ln I equal to minus RC minus 1 by RC into t plus constant k. So now we will find the value of this constant k. Okay, so the constant k can be evaluated from the initial condition. Okay, so it is given that switch was closed at position t, switch was closed at t equal to 0, and capacitor does not allow sudden change in voltage. So it will act as the short circuited at t equal to 0 plus. So when it will act as short circuited, current will be here. If we short circuit this, okay, so what will be the current? Initial current will be V by R. Okay, so at t equal to 0 plus or at t equal to 0, I is V by R. So now we can write this as this equation, ln I, this can be written as, if we put t equal to 0, we can write this ln I as V by R. So ln V by R and t equal to 0. Since in this equation if we put t equal to 0, this part is 0. So k equal to ln V by R. Okay. So now we are knowing the value of constant k. So we can write the complete equation as ln I equal to minus 1 by RC into t plus ln V by R. So now we will simplify this equation. Okay. So if you simplify this, ln I minus ln V by R, okay, this is equal to minus 1 by RC into t. Okay. So if you simplify this, we will be having I as I divided by V by R equal to e to the power minus 1 by RC into t. So I will be V by R e to the power minus 1 by RC into t for t greater than 0. So now when switch is closed, the response decays. Okay, initial current we had calculated for t equal to 0 as V by R, and now this is decaying exponential. So that means when switch is closed, the response decays with time, as shown in this diagram, in this plot. So the term RC is the time constant here, and it will be denoted by t or tau. So after 5 time constant, similarly we had similar thing we had discussed in case of RL circuit. So we are not going into t, 2t, 3t and so on. So we are at a time we are considering the 5 time constant. So after 5 time constant, the current drops to 99% of its initial value. Okay, so see, This is the value. Okay, I is V by R for t equal to 0. Okay, and RC is the time constant. So if we take 5 time constant, then current will drop to the 99% of its initial value. So the voltage across the capacitor will be V by C, Vc equal to 1 by C integration I dt, and voltage across the resistor is R into I. So R into V by R e to the power minus RC into T. So voltage across the resistor is V into e to the power minus T by RC, and voltage across the capacitor is, see, this is the voltage across the capacitor, minus V e to the power minus 1 by RC into T plus K. Okay, so now again we need to calculate this constant. So at t equal to 0, Vc is 0. That means here if we put t equal to 0, we will be having the value of K, okay, as V. So Vc is V into e to the power V into 1 minus e to the power minus T by RC. Okay, so as we can see here, voltage across the capacitor is exponentially increasing and voltage across the resistor is decreasing. So this is the voltage response of series RC network. Okay, so what we had discussed here, see again, we had calculated the voltage across the resistor, that is the VR. See, what is VR? VR is V e to the power minus 1 by RC into T. And what is VC? VC is this. So here, this we can see this voltage, that means voltage across the resistor will be decaying. Okay, and voltage across the capacitor will be increasing. So this was all about today's discussion about the transient response of series RL and series RC network. Okay, so in next video lecture we will continue our discussion. Thank you.